Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today I'm working on part one of November's Junk Journal Madness Journal. The theme this month is Cornucopia of Gratitude, and my guest collaborator is Kathleen from Creative Solace Studios. She's on Instagram and YouTube. And this month we need to include 8 materials and we need to make 9 items. So this is a great month if you don't have a lot of time in November because you're starting maybe your holiday um, shopping, or if you're creating gifts, you're probably spending a lot of time doing that. So this is a great month to make a small mini journal. I'm going to try something new. I've been trying to do something new every month. And so here's my plan. Um, this is actually plan B. Let's see. All right, so I have paper bags, and I've made paper bag journals, little mini ones where you, kind of triple fold and sew in a signature, and you've got pockets and whatnot. But I want to do something a little different and make it more of a normal size journal. Maybe not quite, 9 by 6, but so let me talk about my things before I get them off the screen. This is a paper bag from a set of bags I picked up at Daiso. So it looks similar to lunch bags we have here in the States, but it doesn't have the little notch. It does have the little kind of um, edged piece. I don't know what kind of. It's not like pinky and shears, but it's like little teeth. And the flap down here is considerably smaller, so it's not as wide of a bag. So you don't have that big, um, bottom piece to deal with. And the only thing about that was that bottom piece for me made a nice little hidden pocket, whereas this doesn't create very much of that. Still a great use for journaling. You can even just cut that off and have, say, a journal, you know, that big. So you can save that for something else, or you can just throw it away. That might make a good like bookmark or belly band. So there's that option. There's this paper bag that I picked up at the Cotton Gin. It's been a year and a half now in North Carolina at the Outer Banks, but I did use this side. I'm not sure if I want handles or not on my journal. I haven't decided. I'm 50-50 right now. So if I use this one, obviously I'm not going to need the handles, but I'll probably need to cut from this side, and you could just cut the bottom off completely and just have this whole side, and this would be the front, this would be the back. So that's an option. I mean, I could even make a smaller one and just use this section. So maybe then I have this, let's see, I have this one, which is a big contender right now if I want to keep the handles. This is just pretty short bag. So you would need to somehow or another maybe pop this out like this to create your seam or your spine, I guess I'm trying to say. There's this one, just a big plain one. And same thing, if you wanted to keep the handles, you have to, cut that off probably. And it's really tall, because this one is, gosh, 12 inches tall. So probably a little too big. Now, if I cut it this way, I think that'd be a great size, because this is about 13, 12 and a half, 12 and 3/4. So that's an option. Good old Jack in the Box, just carry out. This one is 13. Handles are a little shorter on this one. And this one is a big contender. Nice and thick. I do kind of like the overlap there. But I could even just take off the handles. So it does create that little lump in there when you have those in there. So then, of course, figuring out the spine on that. And then I have one from our kind of zoo the next town over. But you can always go this way. You don't have to have the handles. It's like you have the handles at the top, but you don't have to have the handles. So that's really what you want to do. So I don't like this one because it's nice and smooth and it just came from a gift shop. So it didn't go very far. It has animals, but I think I'm going to save that for maybe an animal journal one day. So I have that to the side. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. This one. It's a pretty good size. I think I'll save these two for later. And let's see. All right, I'm going to go off and do some thinking, and I'll come back with my decision. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to fold it there, and it's going to be about 10 by 6. And this is the one where the inside is layered down like that. I'm probably going to pull these handles out, maybe, probably. Yeah, probably. And I am going to be writing in this journal. It's a gratitude journal, so I'm going to get some prompts, and I'll be maybe posting differently this month. So I may make my videos a little shorter and do like a couple days at a time and show you what I make for that page and what the prompt is. I may not necessarily share with you what I write, but I'll share with you the prompt. And I think I'm going to maybe use that little Daiso one because I have a little package of these. I might make a little bonus one that I'm not going to write in and maybe do a little giveaway. As far as the pages inside, my signature, I have pulled out some items. I do plan to use scrapbook paper, but not as pages. I plan to use them as items, made for the journal. So like tags and pockets and decorations and whatnot. So I have this packing paper I might use as a page. This planner page. This is, I feel like it's not cardstock, but maybe it's like stationery paper, but like thicker stationery paper. This was a front of a book that did I get just the front or did I pull that? I think I pulled that out. Music that says thanks for the memory, since it is November and in the United States we celebrate Thanksgiving. Found that page. This one's just hanging around. This one has how to carve a turkey, roasting a turkey, stuffing, some pumpkin squares recipes. Got this little index page, and I have that little title page for that, a piece of vellum. It would have been 99 cents, but I got this in a pack of vellum in the clearance section at Hobby Lobby last year, or this past year, earlier this year, whatever it was. It's just some gold foiling on there. I I'm not sure why I have that out. Oh, I know why. These were just loose papers, so I just thought, well, in case I use them. So, notebook paper that has just been hanging around and just starting to age as it hangs around. That's a piece of craft paper. It's from a pad of craft paper that I picked up at Daiso, and last time I went, I didn't see it. So this is from a composition notebook that was craft paper. So I pulled that out. This is from a dot grid journal that Michael's used to sell, the soft covers. And I have one I wrote a little bit in and never finished it. So every once in a while I'll pull out a page or two. This is just yellow copy paper. It's kind of a muted yellow. This was something I had pulled out for another project and never used, so it was sitting on my desk. Same with this, it was inked and everything. This is Your Creative Studio, the tissue paper they wrap their items in. I got this in a Etsy haul, so I thought maybe use that. This is from a forestry book. That's just manila paper. People call it drawing paper, manila paper. I have this aged paper. It's about truncated hexagonal pyramids. So that's a truncated cone. This is avocado dyed, and this is coffee dyed, I think. And this was just in my things. A lot of these like book page things that I'm showing you came from hauls from their subscription kits from House of Books. So, all right. So this is, like I said, going to be like 6 by 10, and which will be nice for these bigger pages. I won't have to trim too much. Now, as far as what I'm putting in there, I know there's 30 days in November, but I don't necessarily need a whole page for every day, because I do want to try to put in some tip-ins and flip outs and that kind of thing, or some clippy things. So, it doesn't have to have a page for every single day. It might come out that way. Some pages may be blank, and later on I can come back and, put some more prompts in there and do some more things just for fun, or just for, because I see a prompt. But this will be one I actually write in. So I haven't written in any of these. I think the only journals I tend to write in are my like junk journal July, junk journal January journals. So this will be fun. All right, I'm gonna speed it up, put you some music to listen to while I work on a signature here to put in here. So it's gonna be a single signature, and I'm gonna probably do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I'll probably go ahead and put that in today. I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. All right. I think I may go ahead and glue that down and make that a little, tuck spot there. Yeah. And then I might put scrapbook paper on the cover itself, but I just didn't want it as pages. I may use some digitals in my journal, but not as pages. So for those who are trying to make this as junky as I can, meaning using things I have and not using too many digitals in it. But I love digitals too, because I have some freebies in my coffee shop. All right, guys, so sit back, relax, enjoy some tunes, and let's get cracking. Alright guys, I tried a 5-hole pamphlet stitch this time, and well, it's different. But I thought I should probably try that because I really wanted to offset some of the papers so they're just not all perfectly lined up inside. I did have to trim that, so I guess when I think what it is I put the holes in for this, and I use the same thing here, but this little piece that I had cut off that graph paper is not as long, and so I put it up here without regard to the end. So that's all right. This is for me. Lesson learned. So I was able to just trim that little top off, and I thought I was kind of afraid of losing the raggedy top, but you know, my cutter came through and made it raggedy as I was trimming it. So I have 9 pages in here, so journaling wise that would be 36 pages, but I'm not going to write on every page. Like, this is kind of a title page. I may write down here or put a little something here, but I don't plan on really using that page, nor the back so much. I might put a little something, but and then of course my center page with the Thanksgiving, I don't really want to mess with that paper. So so that's 32 and then 30. So it's 30 pages, but once again, I'm not going to write on every page. I am going to, like I said, put in some tip ins, flip outs, flip ins, tip outs, some hidden paper clips, and maybe some overlapping things. Let's see. There's some things I haven't made. I think I'm going to try my hand at making a postcard. Because I have not, I've used postcards, but I've never made a postcard. And this is on the green one, or page 3 is the list of things to make. And if you see anything missing, let me know. So I think I'm going to try postcard. Let's see. I might even try my hand at paper beads. We'll see. But I want to, you know, put different types of pockets. I may use a little more, you know, envelopes like you get in the mail. And like I said, I'm trying to use more items that are junky, as they say. But I may cover them with some scrap paper or scraps from scrap paper. There might be a digital or two thrown in there, but we'll see. This, I really want to put it in here. I don't know if I should just put it in here and it kind of be its own little thing, or you know, make it some sort of, or it could be like a flip or over. Let's see. Let's try this back page. Over the paper here, over the page. Still a little wider than that page. What about this wrap paper? It's a little wider. I think I'm gonna have to trim off the edges. Kind of, you know, when they created it, it's a little off right there. So I wouldn't be sad about losing that. It's a little off at the bottom too, or at least it appears that way. Maybe the stamping is off, but you can tell here it's a little off. Okay, so I really want to put that in there though. So I might sit here and say I might do this, might do that. Could go on the inside of the cover. And I could trim that. Could trim that off or close that. Make a side pocket and a top pocket. Then side pocket would go here, and the top pocket would go back there. Maybe we'll see. Or like I said, it could go in there. And once again, I always think about the closure at the end. So But since nothing is really going that far, I may put an eyelet and maybe like a button closure. I haven't done that, and I'm not quite sure what I want to put on the cover. I thought about this doily, but it's too large. So, I really don't want to cut it. So, save it for something else, or I'll just use it in my craft room, whatever that may be. All right, guys. So I hope this gives you an idea of how to get started. And like I said, I'm going to be making a lot of smaller videos for this journal. So it won't be like part 2, let's make some things. It's going to be, it may be like days 1 through 3 or something with some, I'll create something and then use that prompt to journal because it's a gratitude journal. So cornucopia of gratitude and perfect timing with that theme with Thanksgiving here in the States. So it doesn't have to be, Thanksgiving colors or fall colors. It could be whatever you want. It could be, if you want to make something completely out of scraps, let's do it. All right, guys. Don't forget to join us in our Facebook group, also Junk Journal Madness. It's a great place to share your videos, your photos. You have questions. We'd love to have you over there. And we're also on Instagram, myself and Kathleen. And once again, my guest collaborator is Kathleen from Creative Solace Studios. So, and if you're following along and you're creating and you want me to share, if you're a YouTuber, share your channel, let me know. And I'll be happy to put you in a playlist. And so, yes, there's a playlist of all the Junk Journal Madness participants and their videos. So, we'd love to have you. All right, guys, I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye. All right, guys, bonus footage. I realized at the end I didn't actually explain how to do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. So this is the sketch that I found online. And so my start's on the inside. The one I found, it was from the outside. So you're going to go down and you're going to go, so if you got your 5 holes, you're going to go down in the middle. So we'll call that 1, 2, 3, down through 3, go up through 4, up over to 5, back under to 4, and then go all the way up to 2, and then go under to 1 and out to 2, back under to 3, and then back out where you started. And making sure that this was a struggle I had because my thread came up through the start thread, and you don't want that, so I had to struggle with that. And so then when I finally fixed that, I was checking down in here, just looking, seeing how things turned out, and there was a little piece bubbled out. It was either on a 2 or a 4 there, and I was like, so I had to untie the knot and get that little piece of thread. But it's a great idea if you have a much larger journal or for these more offset pieces, and this is helpful. I did just take that paper and I folded it in half this way and then in this way, and that gave me the center. And then this was it's kind of an odd size. It was like 9 and maybe 6/8, I think. And so then I just went in an inch, and then I went in 2 inches from there. So you're just going to have to kind of eyeball and play around with your measurements based on your journal size. But note to yourself and to future Susan, I need to make sure when you're putting it, like this was for the pages. The pages were going to be slightly smaller than, the top and the bottom of my journal. So I do have a little gap because I didn't adjust this downward a little bit and kind of even it out before punching my holes. And that's a lot of string. I did I did do, usually you do 2.5 times the size of your journal, and I guess that would have been plenty. So I have this long extra piece because I wasn't sure, you know, it's the first time I've done it. And I really have I've watched videos, I guess, in the past, but they've been so long ago. So I just looked up an illustration, and that's basically what it was. And like I said, I did mine from the inside. Theirs showed it from the outside. So it just depends on if you want, like I have the 4 strings versus if you did it on the outside, you'd have 3 strings, 2 short and a long, but then you'd have your knot on the outside. But you may want it there if you're going to put dangles or something on the outside. All right, guys. So bonus footage. It's a rare thing. All right, guys. See you next time.